Swole Benji here. So today I'm giving you my biggest secret ever. The one thing that I wanted to keep secret from everyone, and that is how I do static solo group dungeons, which are technically tier 6, but they're done in a tier 5 zone, meaning I can't be killed and lose my gear. The build I use is the solo group dungeon Great Axe build. I've covered this build on my channel, so I'm not going to talk about the build. I'm just going to show it off, and this time, I'm not going to forget to eat the roast pork, dang it, because the last 2 videos, because I made 2 videos on this build, they're on my channel, check them out. I always forget to eat the damn roast pork, so there we go, it's been eaten. But now, let me also talk about where we're doing this at, and in the new expansion, there are more areas that you can do this at. They're called the Keeper's Step Sanctuary, and it says it's a suitable group for 3 to 5 players. So, I live in Bridgewatch. I go to Lazy Grass Plain, and then I go to Snapshaft Trough, and it's right here on the map. It's right there, okay? That's where I'm at currently. Now, let me explain some other pieces of gear, okay? I have an Assassin's Jacket with Ambush. The passive doesn't matter. A double-bladed staff. The passive doesn't matter, but the W needs to be Stun Run, and the Q needs to be Cartwheel. And Soldier's Boots with Wanderlust. The passive doesn't matter, though I would recommend Toughness because you will be taking damage. You also need, you'll be using the... Actually, you don't need this. Let's get rid of that. My bad. I was thinking of something else. Anyway, I also... Now, everyone asks this in the comments, and they get so damn confused when I tell you to fill journals, and people are like, well, why would you fill a journal? The empty ones sell for more than the full ones. Here's how it works. This is a Expert's Generalist Trophy Journal. This will level up a blacksmith, this will level up a tinkerer, and this will level up a fletcher. Those are the 3 most expensive laborers on the market. You can fill these books doing anything, and you will fill these books super quickly by just killing mobs, especially group dungeon mobs. If you've seen in my last video with a satchel, they drop like thousands and like 8 to 9,000 fame per kill. Now, unfortunately, satchels and premium do not count towards filling books, so it would only be 4,000 for the books, or even like 2 to 3,000. But when you're killing like 5 to 10 mobs at a time in a big AoE cluster, you're going to fill like 3 to 4 of these books at a time. Okay? Now also, mercenary journals, don't do these. They are not worth the money. I only leveled mercenaries in case one day they are buffed, okay? In case one day SBI is like, hey, mercenaries are good again, and they buff them, okay? They haven't been good since the beta. Anyway, so mercenary journals, you can level these alongside, you can fill them alongside the Generalist Trophy Journal. They fill at the same time. They don't split the fame, they just fill coherently, okay? And one filled journal, you turn it into a mercenary, and it's like 1,800 silver for like 2 to 3 clicks. You're already going to be doing the dungeon. You might as well fill them up. I have enough land and houses to have like 600 laborers. I only use about 300 to 400 at a time, okay? And that takes me about 30 minutes a day to hand out the books, okay? And it takes me 1 hour to fill the books. It's really not a lot of work. Now, let me get into this dungeon. Let's go ahead and go inside. This is a tier 5 static area, okay? This is what the map looks like, alright? Now, I'm going to show you another map that I've made in MS Paint, but let me just talk about this map for a moment, okay? This is a static area. During the busy parts of the day, it is crowded as heck. There are entire groups of people in here in 8.3 just clearing the shit out of it, alright? Now, I play during off hours. Right now, it's a little close to prime time. It's 12:33 UTC. In 4.5 hours, which is 1700 UTC, that is prime time. That's when this place is fully packed, okay? So let's go back about 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours from this time, and that's when you should be doing this. Oh, by the way, if you watched my last video, here's the gear from that. Remember the curse staff video? Hey, I filmed the videos back to back. That's how YouTubers do it. Anyway, let me show you another map. And a fun fact, I filmed the last video wrong because I used display capture, but my computer's so beastly, which thank you guys for all those donations. This computer is a dream. Let me show you my version of the map. Okay, here we go. What are we looking at here? This looks like something that's autismal, but let's go over it, okay? You see this big red line around this top area? This means this area is dangerous, and they will kill you, so don't fight the mobs around here. You see these little yellow dots? These are chests. Now, when you break open these chests, they drop about 7 to 12,000 silver, depending on how long they've been sitting there. And the items they drop inside are anywhere from like 2,000 to 100,000. They're basically like a little mini chest. Now you see this yellow line? I'm going to explain that in a minute. This is a path that will allow you to skip so you don't have to fight any mobs or endanger your gear or get downed. And it allows you to beat all those other little 5-man groups running around trying to do the group dungeons. Now you see this green dot here on the screen? That is a group dungeon spawn. There's one here, here, here. They're all over the place. Now, if you've watched my random facts video, you'll note that these dungeons, once they've been entered, they close in 15 minutes, and then they take 15 more minutes to reopen with a new, fresh dungeon. So here's what I do, and this is more fame per hour than soloing an 8.3 mapped solo dungeon and paying a scout to sit outside and tattle when someone comes to gank you. This is the highest fame farm that I've discovered in the entire game for me personally. It's easy, it's brain dead, you don't get too much treasure, but because of these little chests on the map, and if you watch my other video, I also show you how to solo the bosses inside these, which I didn't bring those items with me today because we're not actually going to be doing the dungeons. Okay, oh, I'm not in the game. Okay, I didn't bring the druidic staff to show you how to solo that. That's in another video. Just check out my channel. It's on there. Let's go back to the map. That's not the map. This is the map. Okay, so you see these yellow lines? Let me show you how that works. So I'm going to put on the skip set. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to go to my axe. I'm going to change my W to adrenaline boost. Okay? And here's what we do. So we're going to go to the start of that yellow line. Where's it at? There it is right there. Let's line up our character with that little yellow line. So we're going to cross a bridge. There it is. And we are at the start of the yellow line, which is outside of the aggro range of this monster. And it's outside the patrol range of other monsters. I'm going to activate Wanderlust. I'm going to press W, D, and then E. Now, the axe spins E, propels you forward very quickly. And then, you'll see that I'm still running with Wanderlust, and I'm almost there. I'm going to press R to stealth, and I've made it to the dungeon. Awesome. So now I'm in a 5.1 static group dungeon. I can now switch my W back to Raging Blades. I can switch my armor back. And we're all set and ready to go with farming these guys, okay? Now, I'm just going to skip ahead a bit, just to show you if you haven't seen my other videos yet. This is basically how I do it. I'm not going to go over the full rotations. Please watch my other videos. But this time I actually have the damn pork roast on, so you can just see I'm just fully healed. I am absolutely fully healed against these group dungeon mobs. And I don't even have my R available because I used it for invisibility. I don't need it. I'm standing in that guy's whirlwind and it's not doing anything. Look at my health just jump right back up. Boom, we've already done the daily challenge? Look at this. I'm filling journals, 8,000 fame there. Holy crap, like look at this. This is just the first pull and there's an item drop. What did we get? We didn't get nothing. Nothing good. The silver on the ground is actually pretty good against the higher, skilled mobs. You may be thinking, well, that took a little while to kill. Bruh, let me show you how many journals we filled 3 of these. 3 mercenary journals in 1 pull. That wasn't even a big pull. And we got 1 and over 1.5 of the generalist journals. Dude, that's money. That's absolute big money. Let me try to show you just a really big pull. How crazy this gets. How insane this gets and how much fame and fame credits you can get. Like, that's just 2 mobs. Now, normally, I wouldn't skip mobs. You want to clear a bunch of mobs so that if a group comes in, they see all the mobs are dead and they just fuck off to another dungeon. Now, here's a good pull. We're going to pull these 2 guys, the wizard and the chick here. And you just press R and you're going to heal right up. You just press D and you got a shield. Stack up your bleeds and immediately press E. Look at my health. It's full health. I haven't even drank a potion. I have this giant boots ability. Everything that they're attacking me with right now is doing half damage once I grow back to regular size. Right? These are literally the swole boots. They make you big, they make you strong, they make you feel like you've hit the gym your entire life. Okay? I'm taking 2 spins? This is insane. And how many journals have we filled now? We got 5 filled, and 3. Now let me tell you, you fill on average 3 to 5 mercenary journals per tier 5 solo dungeon. I have just done a whole tier 5 solo dungeon in 2 pulls. Oh, and because it's a group dungeon, well, like I said, the silver is pretty high, which is gonna this will absolutely pay for your fame credits and your satchel credits. There is no other farm in the game except 8.3, and it's slower than this. I guarantee it. I have the spreadsheets and the math to show it. You will not be at a deficit on silver if you do this. Ooh, look at that, 31k. Boom, done. Now, let's say you came into this dungeon and it's already being semi-cleared. Well, you just A out. You just A out. It's going to pop you right back at the start of the static dungeon. But hey, check out my map. You see how the yellow line here goes to here? And you see how it goes to here? That's 2 skips to get to 2 different dungeons. Here's another skip to get to a dungeon. Here's a skip to get to a chest. Let's do a chest. I want to show you what it's like to farm these chests. And I keep opening Discord. Alright, so let's go in. And look at my friends list. 6 months, 6 months, 8 months, 8 months. No one plays this game anymore. Oh, man. Okay, so. Look at that. That's 30k. That's free money, dude. That's free money. I did 2 pulls. 2 pulls. Oh, and let's say just real quick, let's say you've circled this whole damn map and you've checked every group dungeon. The mobs outside the group dungeon, look how much fame they give. They give so much fame. Look at this. Look at this. 1,600, 1,600. Okay, that was 3,000 in, like, these are way easier to kill than the ones inside the dungeon. Now, these male ones, these wildlings, like, I can pull all of these. I don't have to just do little baby pulls. I can just yoink them all. It's okay. We're big Chad energy. I gotta, oh fuck. I had the wrong armor on. Hold on. Ignore that. I had a tier 5 flat armor. We're gonna put on the 8.3. Yeah, oops. Well, I'm trying to show off the power of this build, dang it. Look, like, this is a pretty hefty build. Or pull, I'm sorry, not build. You just don't stand in those attacks, man. I'm gonna pop the shield here, because we're getting a little low. I'm actually gonna drink a potion. and reset this. Without the Hellion armor, dude, without that... Oh, I have a tier 5 boot on! Fuck, man. Oh, they still didn't down me, though. Thanks, potion. Perfectly timed. You get the point. With the Hellion art jacket, I'll show you in a bit. I'll show you in a bit. Let's skip to the next area, okay? Let's skip to a chest. I want to show you guys a chest. Oh, and the silver is pretty damn good outside. It's not good. We're gonna have to switch to our W there, and let's go farm a chest. I'm excited to see what's in the chest. Now, it is the test realm. There's not a black market activity going on, but you go during the dead hours. That black market, the bots, they've got all the good looties just waiting for you. All right, so Wanderlust, WDE. And we're just going to stealth right here. There we go. And swap our items back properly this time. Still got my roast going. Now let's look at that map. This map, I have this map on my Discord in my screenshot shots section. You can press Alt plus print screen right now, open up MS Paint, and then hit Control V and paste it in and then save it. This map is yours. I spent hours making this map. I spent hours running around and mapping it all out. I'm like a cartographer for this game, guys. You won't find this map anywhere else. I'm sure other YouTubers will upload it. I really should have watermarked it. I'm not. Don't worry, man. It's this little MS Paint map, okay? You see, these purple dots. I forgot to mention. These are easy fame farms. You want to hit up these little purple dots whenever there's no group dungeons to do, because, like, if you're playing when it's prime time, just kill all the purple dots, okay? And then this, you see this green, this blue little, like, circle over here? This is the easiest mobs in the whole map to farm, and they give a ton of fame. You see these red dots? This is an easy melee boss, but this one right here with this arrow and this little red warning, oh, he's a tough boy. You could kill him, but it's really hard. And sometimes you'll get downed. So, because he roots you and then he AoEs you. It's a tough fight. I can maybe show you in this video. I don't know. This might be my last Albion video. Anyway, okay. I keep thinking no, stop opening that. Let's go back to the game. There we go. Okay, let's do some big boy pulls. You ready for some big, swole, big boy pulls? Yeah, let's get 3. Oh shit, the wizard. The fucking wizard, man. Oh, I had the wrong W. No, I had the wrong W active. This is bad. You know what? Reset time. I had the wrong W. I need the whirling blades. Hey, can you guys like drop aggro? Okay, they're not gonna drop aggro. I have to fight this or I get downed. We're okay. Look at my health. Look at my health. It's just gonna start rising. Dude, they ain't got, I didn't have to run at all. Look, I took them all out. I took 3 pulls worth of these mobs out. And you may be thinking, well, Swobenji, it's because you're an 8.3. Well, no shit. 8.3 doesn't take that long to get. Especially when you're doing this. Now, switch that, you know what? We need to put on our... Nope, not yet, not yet. Look at all this. Like, each of those kills was worth 1,100 silver. And this is the chest right here, this Veteran Bone Crusher chest, okay? You just gotta DPS it down. It's got like 5,600 health. If you wanted to be really meta, you would switch to a one-handed dagger build and kill it. But, nah, man, we're not that meta. I didn't level daggers anyway. I don't have any spec in it. They're expensive. They're expensive boys. And if you get down with a whole bunch of gear swaps that are 8.3, you're paying all of that repair bill. So let's see how much we get. Because we're going to get a bunch. Here we go. Look at that. 23,000? I said it was 7 to 12,000. Holy crap. I forgot about premium bonus, boys. 23,000. Yeah, man. Now, what do we get for items? Ooh, we got, well, that's trash. But we got 7,000 worth of, like, you know, heretic crests and a demon crest. You could craft demon cape. Look at that. Pretty cool. If you know how to craft a demon cape, that's an easy 100k, but just the materials is like kind of cheap. Also, the value is wrong because it's a test room. Anyway, guys, now we're gonna switch back to our skippy set, our little skippy items here. Oh, and another thing on that map, I love this map. You see these big fat yellow circles connected to the line? Those are the safe spots. That is where your character can stand and you will never hit a patrol. Like right here in this little area, there are no patrols that will aggro you. You are 100% safe. You can AFK there all day. And as long as a player doesn't come and bash you around, you're safe. You're absolutely safe. Alright, so let's... I keep hitting escape. Okay, let's skip to the next zone. Wanderlust. W-D-E. Let's go. No, I'm stuck on the wall. Crap. I messed up. Taking big hits. It's okay. Now, here's the next group dungeon. There's a problem with this group dungeon. I just want to make sure, like, for you guys that didn't click off the damn video, if you go in here and then you immediately leave and you don't A out, all of these guys will aggro you. You won't have any cooldowns to fight them, and you can't go back in the dungeon. So, don't go into this dungeon unless you're ready to A out, okay? Now, we got 20 seconds on Wanderlust, and we can get to the next skip spot. Are there any chests? Let's look at our map. There's a good farm spot right there we could find if we want, but there's no chests for this next skip. So, we're just gonna... I keep messing up. We are just going to skip to the next spot. Let's eat another roast, just to make up for the last 2 videos. Okay, let's go, D-E. Woo! Spin to win. Yeah, man. Use that Wanderlust all the way. We're at the oh, I don't have stealth. Fuck. I don't have stealth. I didn't wait on it. 1 second. Ah! Barely made it. Oh, you gotta wait on your armor cooldown. I forgot. But hey, I chugged a potion. These potions are cheap. They're not 55,000 each. Ignore that. Alright, let's look at our map again. Alright, there's 2 chests. There's a chest over here and a safe spot, and a chest over here that's a safe spot. Now, if you try to skip to the right, there's no safe spots, so I marked it to the left. You'll notice that down here, there is no route to go to the right. The reason for that is because either there's no safe spots, or it's faster to A out, respawn in the middle, and then take this route, okay? That's why it's that way. So, this is just my routine. I fill journals. Look, I've already filled a bunch of journals. Alright. You fill them especially a lot in the group dungeons. So we're gonna F, W, D, E, and look at that. I can just sneak past all these little dudes, and then I'm just gonna press R right there and swap our gear, swap our skills. This time we didn't forget. I've been up way too late, and we have 3 mobs and a chest. Now these gray wizards, they have a silence, and it can mess up your combo. Okay. So I'm good. I'm good to engage. Like, let's just fucking get in there. I got hit by the silence. That's okay. I'm gonna hit him with another bleed. Get my E out. Look at that. We just filled the journal doing something. I guess we killed the mob. Like, look how fast these guys die. And look how much fame they give. And we have another chest here. It's gonna give us some good looties. All right. It's gonna give us some good silver. I have been talking way too long. I hope you guys really appreciate this. This is something that I never intended to ever release, but I'm not having fun with this game anymore. I just figured look at 23,000. That was only 472. That's a shitty chest. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry y'all had to see that one. Usually they're not that bad. That was just like the worst possible luck, okay? Get our skip set back on and go to the next dungeon. You'll notice on our little map here, there is a chest near this dungeon. There's a chest here, there's a dungeon there, there's a chest here, dungeon there, chest there, chest there. Like, the right side of the map is just so good. You can see all these purple dots. You can just aggro all of these groups and kill them all at once, and you get so much fame for it and so much silver. It's good. It's so good. Wait, where's my safe spot? I need to look at it again. Okay, it's like in the middle down here. So we're aiming for about right there. Okay, let's go. F, W, D, and E. And we're spinning, and we're spinning. And we need to stop right here and hit R so we stealth. When you use your assassin jacket, that de-aggroes the mobs. And this guy should not patrol down here. Should not patrol down. Yep, okay, see, we're safe. He takes a look at us. We look at him. He just kind of ignores us because he doesn't want to die. And, yeah. Then you wait your 40 seconds, and if you do this method, yeah, you could fight your way there. That's totally fine. You could absolutely just kill all these dudes. However, if you're trying to beat another group to a dungeon, then this is how you do it, okay? And there are a lot of people in here doing a lot of dungeons. At the dead hours, like I said earlier, not so much. But if you do it during prime time, you're going to have to compete with other people, okay? So the next safe spot, where's it at? It is right next to the dungeon on the bottom part. Alright, cool. So our cooldown should be ready. F, W, D, E, and spin it up. Alright, right here at the base, we press R, and there we go. See, we made it. And then down here, there's a wizard, there's 2 axe ladies. And a chest, so we can get the chest. Like, there will be a little door here if it's not ready. It'll just be shut, and you just wait until it opens. Okay? So we got our proper gear stuff set up. We take these dudes on. Oh, and another, like, I don't need to open any more chests. Let me show you another fun trick. With the same skip setup here, if you wanted to be really technical and, like, run ahead of a group, like if you know a group is behind you fighting their way to your dungeon, and you don't want to like spend your cooldowns killing one axe lady at a time, just run through and kill all of the smaller mobs. So let me demonstrate that. Okay, so we're gonna F, W, D, E. These guys kill these little weak mobs, the whatever these fuckers are called. Like you can kill them in your tier 5 while tanking the other mob, right? Like they're pretty damn easy. Even especially with the pork roasts. And then after you kill them, you just press R. That de-aggroes the axe lady. Pick up the silver. Your health should regenerate decently quick. You can kill this one too. These are the best fame, like the male ones. The female ones not so much. 3,900. See, it's so much. And you just skip all the big fat tanky mobs. That's all you gotta do. You don't even need to put on your good shit. Got 30 seconds, okay? Now, if you die in this set, you lose 100,000 silver, okay? Which, well, I mean, you make up you make it up with the journals anyway, even if you do die a few times. But once you get the practice of this, what the hell is wrong with my grammar? Once you get the hang of this, it's easy. It's simple. Now, here's the problem with me releasing this video. If you've stayed and watched the whole thing, I just want to apologize because I'm kind of a popular YouTuber for this game. That was never really the intention. Like, when I made my first video for this game, or the first tutorial video, it was really just for myself. I didn't think it would blow up and get hundreds of thousands of views. The problem with me releasing this info is now that everyone has this info, everyone is going to do it, which ruins it for everyone. Okay, so F, W, D, E. And these trees, like I said in a previous video, you can fight them. Like, I wouldn't stop for that. There's an earth mommy there. Those things are dangerous. This is a safe zone. We can scout ahead a bit. Yeah, let's just wait on cooldowns. I would normally wait on cooldowns here, right? If you've watched my previous group dungeon soloing video, which explains this whole area anyway, you know to skip the earth mommies, okay? Now, technically, I could just kill these two and skip that. The way I play, I don't skip the mobs. I cleave the whole thing so that when a group does enter and they know that I'm not the one doing it as a solo, they're just like, oh, another group's in here, and they leave. Sometimes people will flag up, though, and dive deeper if they're, like, trying to practice PvP. Anyway, like, the really juicy, like, ones are, like, just the Earthkeeper Wildlings, the male ones. They give the best frickin' fame in the whole area, in the whole game for this kind of thing, right? Okay, so how much was that? That was 5,600. So good. And if you do this during a fame week, or if you're a social Chad and you can get that 10% extra fame buff, and you have the faction buff with 15% fame, that's 15 plus 25 plus 25 again. That's like 65% additional, which would be like 7,500 per little week mob there. Holy crap, I can't talk anymore. I'm just losing it, guys. I'm losing it. I don't know what else I could do. This is the map. Quit clicking that. Quit clicking that. This is the area. They're all over the map. They're called Keeper Step Sanctuary. Look, we can go to Limhurst and go to the yellow zone and go over one to Aspenwood. Oh, look, there it is. Okay. And go over here, and where is it at? There it is. Well, this one is actually Thetford, so. Fort Sterling, bros, you might be out of luck. No, wait. There it is. See, Fort Sterling has one. Okay, like every town has this. And it's the same thing. You just go in there, you bust the chest open, you do the group dungeons by yourself. You'll fill so many journals, make so much money, and make so much fame. This video's been kind of long. I'm sorry. I hope you watched it all. If not, whatever. I'm sorry for those that actually did this, and I just ruined your little fame farming method. But you really should just have a bunch of farms, and you could buy tomes. Like, I don't need a fame farm anymore. I can just buy these little fuckers all day and level whatever the hell I want. But I don't think I'm really going to be playing this game much anymore. It's just there's too many speed hackers. There's nothing for solos to do. I'm just bored. I'm just bored of the game. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Be a bro and stay swole. Hit the like button. I just gave away my best secret in this game. I know I've said that in a few other videos, but this was my #1 most well-kept secret that I never planned to give out. But I've been freaking just empty on video ideas, and if you have a good video idea, please leave in the comments. If there's something you want to know or learn, I'll be happy to fire up my recording stuff and make a video for you. As always, be a bro, stay swole, return your shopping carts, like the video, leave a comment. If you like the video and you leave a comment, that's a 4 times multiplier. And I will see you in the next one, if there is a next Albion one. Please watch my non-Albion content. I would really enjoy it if you stuck out. If you like me personally. I know a lot of Redditors don't like me for some reason. They think I'm some sort of evil dude, but I'm not. I'm just a guy that worked at a grocery store for too frickin' long and grew up in the ghetto. Okay, that's what I am. Thanks, lads. I really appreciate it. It's been a fun one. Yeah.